Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of April 9th through April 15th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is a general reading and we're going to just jump right in. We're not going to waste any time with our first card here. Nine of Discs, very nice. I think you are the type of person right now that I feel like you're trying to save money. You know, I feel like you're trying to build your life up. You're trying to conserve resources. You're trying to really establish yourself. You're not trying to spend what you've earned right now. You're trying to accumulate and save what you've earned, right? I feel like you're generally very good with money. You know, I think that you've probably had a lot of situations in life where you've had to kind of spend all of your savings on something. You know, I feel like you have this ability to really save money, but then it seems like something always comes along that you have to then spend it on, right? So it's been difficult to hold on to this like nest egg of savings because it seems like there's always some kind of emergency, some kind of really urgent thing, and you've got to, spend all of your money on it, right? Car repairs or maybe helping somebody out, maybe something with your home, moving, stuff like that. It's just always some larger expense that comes up. But I feel as soon as that is taken care of, you're right back to trying to save your money and kind of stockpile a little bit, put a little bit away for a rainy day. It just feels like those rainy days have been happening more and more lately. But we have an Ace of Discs too. I almost feel like there's something that someone needs to give to you. I almost feel like there's maybe a relative, maybe a friend, maybe a colleague, coworker, I don't know, somebody that has something to give you. I don't know that they owe you something, but they have something for you, right? I don't know if it's a gift, if it's an inheritance, maybe, if it's something that is kind of right on the border of something that's owed to you and something that's a gift, right? So that's why I'm kind of feeling an inheritance kind of vibe. But I do feel like there is something new coming into your life from somewhere. Maybe we can narrow it down to find out what this is or where it's coming from. Excuse me. We're still getting over this COVID. The chest congestion just seems like the most persistent chest cold I've ever had, and I apologize. I really do. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We've got the Ace of Discs. So I feel like there is something this week that's coming into your life. And I feel like it is on the border of being a gift or being something owed to you. Maybe an inheritance. Maybe something that, like a bonus or a promotion even. It could be. Okay. But let's put that into a little bit of context. Let's see what the foundation of all of this is. Ace of Cups. Very nice. I think it might involve a family member. Okay. With the Ace of Cups, I feel like this really is, there's a foundation of love here. Okay. So there's a closeness with you and whoever this person is that's going to be providing this thing or giving this thing to you. So I feel like it could be a relative. It's somebody that you definitely at one point have felt very close with. There's a strong foundation of love here. Okay, so it could be an older family member. Let's do our recent past card now. I know we're moving a little bit quickly today. There's the Star energy. I almost feel like now it is a relative that is going to be maybe even investing in you. You know what I mean? Giving you the resources that you need to do whatever work you're trying to focus on, right? So it could be investing some cash into your business, giving you some money to help you buy a car, help you make that car repair or the home repair. Right? It's some kind of a contribution. It's like a gift, but it's also like an investment. It's like here's some resources. You pay me back when you can. Okay? Because with this star energy in the recent past, I do feel like it's somebody who feels like they want to help you. They want to contribute to your success, and they're not so much worried about getting it back. They feel like by them helping you with your success and helping you toward your goals, that is almost reward enough for them, you know? I feel like they are feeling like they're investing, so there will be a return on that investment, you know? And they feel like you're really worth investing in. Okay, and I'm getting the family member vibe, but it may not be a family member. It may be a close friend. It may be someone in a work situation. But I feel like there is this kind of, this help that's coming into you from outside. This is a real, kind of an unexpected benefactor with this star energy. Now, I'm sorry if I'm holding these cards too close to the camera. I got some comments the other day that people don't like when I hold the cards up like this. Let me know in the comments if you like it when I show the cards, because I feel like there's a lot of detail in these images that you can't always see with the overhead camera. You know, so I like to show the cards to you so that you can kind of get a closer look and see some of the finer details. Okay? So the star energy, I feel like this person has a lot of abundance. They have a lot of resources in their own life, and they're trying to invest some of that in you, in your future, okay? And with this Ace of Cups down here at the bottom, I feel like there is a foundation of love. There is a closeness here. It could be your spouse. It could be, you know, grandma, grandpa. It could be some parental figures. It could be a coworker. It could be a supervisor. It could be someone that, you know, is just looking for investments generally, right? But with all this earth energy right here in the middle, it is something coming your way. I feel like you're working on something, and this kind of infusion of abundance, of resources, of cash maybe, is really going to help you create whatever it is that you're creating. So I don't know what kind of work you do. Maybe the next card will give us a clue about what it is that you're working on or what you're hoping to accomplish. Well, here's the Two of Discs. Move my frog out of the way. The Two of Discs here. So it does feel to me like you are maybe you're building a business. Yeah, sure. Maybe you're looking for a career change, or you're looking to begin something new in terms of your own earning power, right? You're either looking to relocate, get a better job, you're looking to start your own business. But what the real intention here is with the Two of Discs is to change your life, right? Is to make some drastic changes, to really go from where you are now to the next level, okay? So I feel like there is a lot of work that you're doing that's related to this greater plan that you have. This greater plan of really leveling up your life, of making some definite changes in your life, okay? And I feel like whatever's coming from this, and this could be an Aquarius person, this star energy here in the, I say it's the recent past, but I feel like this is the kind of the beginning of the week, right? The beginning of some of this energy, of this process. They could be an Aquarius person, okay? But I feel like they are investing in you. They are providing some of this resources, some of this abundance that we see with the earth energy, in order to help you facilitate this major change that you're striving for in your life, okay? I think it's an overall change. It's a change of your living situation, of your work situation. It's a change maybe of your just your circumstances, all right? I don't want to speculate or get too specific, but I feel like you are really trying to level up your life right now, and this investment, this assistance, which it's not charity, right? Sometimes this star energy is a charitable donation, right? That's not what this is. This is more of an investment in you, okay? And that along with the Ace of Cups here is giving me the idea that it's a family member. Someone who is investing in you, yes. They don't it's not going to be a contract, a loan where they're going to expect certain payments on certain days. They're basically giving you this. And it could be cash, it could be something else, right? And they're not expecting it back on any certain deadline, but they know that you're going to return it to them in some way, in some form down the line, right? It kind of feels like what a grandma might do. You know what I mean? So I think that energy is what's coming this week, and I'm interested in what kind of form that's going to take, if it's going to be literally an investment of financial support, you know, or if there's going to be some other means of support involved here. But I'm very curious too in what kind of life you are looking to create, because I feel like you're not happy in your circumstances now, either with your financial situation, you know, your debt, your expenses, your living situation, your career situation. I feel like this earth energy is really about a growth for you, okay? And I think all of the resources, whatever is coming from this really loving, maybe Aquarius person, is helping you establish the growth of this earth energy, okay? So what's the way forward? What's the next card that we're going to encounter here? Interesting, more earth energy, but this is a 7 of discs, okay? The 7 of discs is sometimes talking about a stalling or a delay in the growth, in the success, okay? So having the 7 of discs in the immediate future tells me that this is going to require something else, something other than just the investment from this, call it the loved one. Something other than that investment is going to be necessary to get this thing growing, because it's like you're going to have the resources that you need, but there's no water, there's no sunlight. You know what I mean? You've got the soil, we've got all of this earth energy. Maybe we have the water, let's say. But what we don't have here is fire. We have earth, we have water, we have air with Aquarius, right? With the star energy. So we've got most of the elements, but the last thing that this plant needs, this growth needs, I think, is the sunlight, the warmth, the solar energy, the fire, right? Because right now it's still kind of dark. It's just, it doesn't have yet everything that it needs to really start growing and blossoming, okay? So the way forward, which sometimes I like to say this card is telling us the way forward. Well, the way forward, that doesn't really make sense, right? If it's just kind of a slow growth, if it's a delay, if there's something missing that's hindering the growth, how is that the way forward? Well, maybe we'll get an answer to that question as we do our next card, which is the Sun card. I didn't know that was going to be the Sun card. This is the sun that we need, right? This is that solar energy, that solar fire that we need to complete the equation from the path of the dove, right? Gives us the sunlight, the nourishing solar fire that's going to allow this plant to blossom. It has soil, it has water, it has air. It just needs the sunlight. It's still in darkness, right? So the way forward is to continue to tend to your garden, tend to your plant, right? Give it the air, the water, and the soil, and in some ways wait for the sun to rise. But we might actually need to kind of invoke the sun, right? With this solar energy, it's not really about waiting around for the sun to rise. This is about yelling at it and telling it to rise right now, you know? This is calling it forth. This is invoking the solar energy. And I think this is the kind of your Aries fire as well, you know? This is the real confidence, excuse me, enthusiasm, your energy, right? Your spiritual fire that we really need to call upon and invoke in order to get this thing moving. So this isn't something external that we're waiting for. We're not literally waiting for the sun to come up and you know, give us heat and light. This heat and light needs to come from within you. Okay, so I don't know why there's been this darkness here. I feel like maybe there's been a little bit of melancholy, a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of a lower self-esteem, perhaps. I feel like your confidence has been a little bit diminished. Okay, and it could be like what we started with, saying that, you know, you start to accumulate some savings or some resources, some abundance, and then you've got to shell it all out for something. And so you got to kind of have to start over with building up what you need, maybe to foster this growth, right? To change your life, to move, to get the car, get the house, whatever. But every time you start to amass a little bit, it goes somewhere. It has to go somewhere. There's always some expense that comes up, and then you're back to square one. You're back to $1, having to accumulate everything again, you know? So through that process, I feel like this is kind of your energy. This energy that says, well, you know, I'm almost there. I start to grow this thing, and then something happens. So this is a lot of work. This is a lot of starting again and building and growing and then going back to the beginning. And then pushing the boulder up the hill, and then it rolls back down. Right? So this, I can understand how that might darken your light a little bit. Okay? But what I think is really on its way to you is this confidence, this faith in yourself again. And it really could be coming through this Aquarius energy, right? This is the star. And then we know that the sun is also a star, right? But it's the star that's right here with us. It's not the star that's way out there, right? So there's a connection between these two. And I really feel like whoever this person is, it's not just their contribution, their investment. It is their faith in you that really wakes up your solar fire. Do you know what I mean? The investment, yes, that's helpful. Definitely, thank you. But what really is meaningful and why we have this water connection is just their faith and their love and their support of you. Knowing that they have this confidence in you brings it out of you, right? And I'm not trying to say that our mental health, our well-being, our confidence, our solar nature is dependent upon what other people think of us. No, I don't believe that. But I think this loved one is reminding you how strong you are, reminding you how radiant you are, right? And I'm sorry to shove my cards in your face, but I want you to see the details. Again, leave me some comments. Let me know if you like seeing the cards. I don't know why you wouldn't. These cards are beautiful. And sometimes there are details in these cards that are important to what we're talking about, you know. But if you don't like it, I don't have to do it so often. Anyway, I think that's where we get this love connection, right? It really brings out this joy in you, this just this intense feeling that, okay, this person believes in me. Reminds me that I believe in myself too, you know. So it's not that we're dependent upon what other people think of us, but sometimes it's nice to have a reminder of what we're capable of and what we can accomplish, you know. So that solar energy is something that is going to be coming forth from within you, okay? And I think it's going to lead to the growth that we're looking for. But we'll see what this next card is. Lover's card. Some good Gemini energy. This isn't talking about a romantic relationship, although it could be indicating that this is a spouse or something. Maybe. This Aquarius person, it could be. I think it's definitely a family member with this lover's energy. Okay? And I think that this card in this position is talking about your relationship with the path of the dove. This is kind of how you view this entire situation. And I think that you're really looking at it as a partnership now. It's almost like whoever this Aquarius person is, they have enough confidence and faith in you that they are willing to put their hat in the ring with you, you know? And that kind of confidence or reassurance is really a wonderful feeling, and I think it's very important for you right now. It's this feeling of closeness with this person. I really feel like it's a family member. I feel like it's bringing the two of you closer, not just because they've, invested in you, but because of their belief in you, right? Their belief in you. And I think what this card is also talking about is your ability to focus, to hone in on this work. Now that you've got this investment from this person, you've got their faith and their confidence. You're really committed now to bringing out your solar fire and illuminating this way, warming this water, this earth, and this air, and growing this thing, building whatever it is that you're building in your life. It's a devotion. It's a marrying yourself to this work now. It's really getting through the kind of darkness that we see with this Seven of Pentacles. Getting through that kind of just the depression of it, really. The way the cycle just kind of repeats, where you're building and building and then you're back to the beginning, right? It just seems like it's just repeating the same kind of build-up, and then it doesn't quite work out. So you're recommitting yourself to this work now with a renewed gusto and confidence, And I think that's very important. And I think that is what is really going to fuel the progress of this. Again, leave me some comments. Let me know kind of what it is that you're working on, or if you want to share some details, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Just let me know if this is resonating with you, okay? And please hit the like button. That's very, very important for the algorithm, apparently. Next card jumps right out, and that is the Princess of Discs, position of fears, worries, and concerns. So what are we concerned about? Obviously, we're concerned about this plant not bearing fruit. We're concerned about all of this work, and then there's no result. There's no production. There's no product at the end. There's no end. There's no finish line. There's no fruit that's going to come off of this tree. Well, if we have the solar fire, if we have the commitment, right? If we are marrying ourselves to this, then from this marriage there will be a child. There will be results. Something will be produced. So this is, that's a normal fear, a normal concern, because of the way this earth energy is here, the way we ended with that Seven of Cups. There's the concern that it's just going to be more of the same, right? But the difference now is that we have the Sun, we have the Lover's energy. And that, I think, is all but guaranteeing the results that you're looking for, the actual building. You actually moving into this new house, or having the keys to your kingdom now, It's not just in theory, it's not just a prospect or a projection. It is physical, tangible, you can hold it in your hands, results, okay? And that's what the Princess of Discs is doing, is manifesting, not just in theory or in a projected, what I'm expecting to manifest, but having it in front of you, being able to touch it, okay? But that's the concern, because I think we've gotten close several times, but it's never quite happened. Seven of Discs. But we are continuing on, and especially with this kind of confirmation, confidence, reassurance from this Aquarius person, this loved one, and their contribution, their faith in you, is really going to start you on the path of the Serpent here with these major arcana. Solar fire and a recommitment, a kind of renewing your vows to this work that you're doing, okay? And whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, let's see what the projected outcome may be, what the kind of long-term expected results are to this. Well, there's a Princess of Wands. So this could be really talking about some of this fire energy in you. Okay, I don't think that's another person involved. I think this is representing you. I think this is representing a new level for you, right? The princesses are kind of the beginning, It's the page in like the Rider-Waite. And the page is still learning how to be a knight, right? Still kind of an apprentice. So I feel like in this new life, you are trying to change your life. You're trying to go from negative to positive, right? In this new landscape, in this new phase, this new era, in this new life of yours, you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to kind of get used to it, you know. So it's a new thing for you, something for you to ease into and learn the ropes and learn how to exist with all of this, whatever, all of this manifestation, and with all of this confidence, because this entire path of the serpent here is leading to a real growth, not only of your circumstances and, you know, your life path, but of you and your spiritual fire, right? Your confidence, your ambition, your inspiration, and your feeling like you can do anything. Okay, there's that fire energy. This is a real, almost this impulse, this feeling of being invincible. I can do anything now. There's nothing that can stop me. I am invincible, right? And hence the princess is kind of tiptoeing around that tiger. That's kind of approaching danger, being brave, being rather fearless, but a little bit foolish maybe, right? Thinking that you can go and tickle the tiger, right? That you can pull on its tail a little bit and you're going to be okay because you're you. That kind of risky behavior is tempting fate. You're inviting danger, you know? So that card is it's a projection of your confidence, also a little bit of a caution. Okay? Because the princess is still learning how to exist with this new energy. Learning how to be this fiery solar energy, committed, you know, renewed vows to this work, producing results, manifesting your will, leveling up your life, going from negative to positive. It's kind of a new thing for you. And so with something that is this exciting, it's easy to get carried away. It's easy to let ego inflate and think, I can do anything, I am the master, I am invincible. And then we go tempting fate, inviting danger, tickling the tiger. Okay? So it's just saying to look, be in control and to keep the sun. See that wand, that solar wand? That is linking us back to the sun card. Okay? Now the sun card is fire, right? It's a nuclear fire. But it's not the same as this elemental fire. This is a spiritual fire. This is a confidence. This is a courage and a bravery. This is almost an invincibility, but it's also a humbleness, right? It's also a clarity and a responsibility. So while you're in this Princess of Wands phase, there's a reminder here to hold on to your solar fire, the clarity. This is the energy that's giving you direction, that's allowing you to see things for what they are and to be responsible and to be a little bit humble with it, right? Don't go tickling the tiger. We know that tigers may tend to look at us like dinner, okay? So we're going to be careful. Even though we feel invincible, we're radiating our light, right? Nothing can take that away from us. Maybe the tiger could. So we want to try to skirt danger if we can, you know? Not tempt it, not tempt fate. So there's a reason why the Princess of Wands is holding on to that solar wand. It's linking us back to this confident but humble and clear existing solar fire. Okay? I think that's a very important connection for us to make, especially with all of this strong energy on the path of the serpent. It's easy to allow that ego to inflate, you know. Anyway, we're going to do an extended. If you want to stick around, please click on the link that's right up here. You can have access to all of the extended readings. This was your weekly reading for April 9th through April 15th here on Dove and Serpent Tarot.